My Gavan and Melonine, and well met indeed. I'm Attica Galadrithan, and welcome back to Warhammer 2. So we continue on as Taurox. He said it last time. No. That's why, isn't it? He says it the first time you click him. Disappointing. Anyway, we've finally taken Nagarond. We've put up a herdstone. Once we've burnt the Temple of Cain and Hagarif to the ground, we'll ritual the hell out of that place. And then we'll get some more marks of ruination, possibly making us up to the next tier, maybe, which will unlock all the Minotaurs that we could ever need. Taurox is just waiting to kill off the Dark Elves at Har Caldera, but it is about time we moved on to someone else. New enemies. Now, many of you have suggested that in order to remove Malagor and replace him, we can do so by just simply removing his army. So, we've got nothing to lose. We might as well give it a go. So we disband the army, and then we jump over to Malagor. We dispatch him from the army, and then we still can't replace him. And now all we've done is lost all of our troops. And now he raids for considerably less. Alright, let's give him a turn. Matthew, we will try and get you back, because you're only an agent. You can just run it. No one can attack you, can they? So off you go. Alright, so Malagor. We'll give you a turn, and then I don't really know what to do then. Otherwise, actively get him to die somehow. Make sure that he loses a battle. That's probably the only way I can think of. Because then he'll go into the wounded, and then we can just recruit him in the north. But that's still preferred, to be honest. But we're losing all of our money because of the ogres that are in our army. But the ogres have proven to be fairly useful, particularly the mounted ones. I'm not so bothered by the dismounted. I think we could probably replace those. No, yeah, we definitely can't replace him. I would assume that it's something to do with him being a legendary lord, or just some sort of bug in this version. I don't really know. I can't really think of the reason why. So, rather than that, I will instead just run him back. Oh, and he's just run out of turns. Of course he has, because I did that foolishly the wrong way around. So we'll just run him back. That's fine. It's not a problem. Right, Taurox. Yeah, so we've got these ogres with dual weapons. We don't have any more uniques that we could get. And we don't have really anything other than a giant. There's nothing really to replace them with. But it's just that they are the cause of the large chunk of our decline in funds. And then these ones are 300 each. That's crazy. So they were actually only half of the cost of them, but it is what it is. I won't recruit anything because I'd like to move on these fools. Although actually, that said, if we can't get them in a turn anyway without making ourselves tired, which we don't want to do, then we might as well recruit something. Oh, we can't now anyway. Oh, but we can just take them. Sod it, we'll just take them. Yeah, there we go. Alright, Har Caldera. Har Caldera will fall. Brace yourselves. It's going down. Now, I rambled about this a little bit in yesterday's Divide and Conquer Ardenaim video, but I have re-established the Order of the Swan, a bespoke Discord for my own YouTube channel. If you're wondering, what do I get out of being in the Order of the Swan? The answer is just playing games, really. From the very beginning, all those years ago when we first set it up, I always wanted it to be a place where I could facilitate finding people to play games with. So many of the games that we all play are single-player focused, but then they always either have achievements that require multiplayer, or they just have a multiplayer aspect that is often underlooked. And all of my real-life friends don't really play the same games as me, so I was always in a position where I've never really played games multiplayer. And so the Order of the Swan way back then was an opportunity to find some people to play multiplayer games with, and it worked. I found lots of people to play multiplayer games with, and we're still playing them now. And it's just that I wanted to try and recreate the community around that, around the channel. There's a text channel where you can ask questions of me directly, and I'll answer those so that it can be a little bit more engaged. And you can just generally chat with me and then some of the others who have been here since the beginning. And then also play games with me. Whereas the Divide and Conquer Discord now, of course, is totally focused on divide and conquer. If you've got bug reports, if you've got issues, you've got suggestions, you go over there and you do those there. So it lost that community feel, I think, because it turned into a normal mod forum, as it should, because that was the point of it. But I wanted to bring back that sort of game-playing-y side of things, because DAC is not a very multiplayer-friendly game, so it's not a very good one to base a game-playing Discord around. But anyway, there we are. Right, let's give some strength then. So we could give weapon strength, Chaos Spawn, Minotaurs, Giant Jabsack, and Gorgon. Yeah, they have to be ranked 7 or above, though, which most, if not all of ours, are. Yeah. Let's go for that. And then they ran away, didn't they? But then that's my plan as well. We're going to go down the gorge, and then we're going to go down to the temple, and then across to Haggrave. Haggrave! So we don't have any issues there. Physical resistance, don't use any of those. Missile resistance, what the hell. We'll go for those top 2. I mean, we'll just get them all in time, won't we? But and then Malagor's all the way over here. Being followed. What is that as our boat? Oh, it's an actual creature with a raft on the back. They're like dead whale-looking things with horns out the front. Blimey. If they ever did do an actual naval overhaul of Warhammer, there'd be some really bizarre boats out there. They actually ride whales. It's just madness. You with your single region, you'd now want a peace treaty, do you? Oh, did we make some bad decisions in our life? Well, you shan't get any reprieve from those poor form decisions now that you are dead. We will skip and dance merrily over the now solidified corpses of your people. Join him, because you are a level 10, so let's merge you two together. Oh, there we go. He might die on his way home anyway. So, problem solved. Alright, get yourself into there. Take us back up. Ooh, Philip Jones. Philip Jones is improving. There isn't really anything that you're useful for. Scouting now, I suppose. Alright, off we go. Oh, they ran up and set up the altar of ultimate darkness. Oh, where the Ripperhorn tribe is then getting involved. Are we allies with the Ripperhorn tribe? No, we're not. Oh, we have a non-aggression. Ah, good. Oh, that's just not worth it, is it? That's just a complete walk in the park. I do pick and choose certain battles to fight, because otherwise this campaign really could just be us ending return over and over and over and over. Apocalyptic Vision. Replaces Call of Violence with Apocalyptic Vision. 18 seconds stealth, 16 initiative, and 24 melee attack. Mage Hunter, missile strength, Hunger Raiders, speed, missile resistance, and charge bonus for anything that charges. And then you can prove the bottom ones. No, let's start with our last few points. Let's put them into making him a little bit better individually. Take some melee defense. You can have Shadow Hide, and then we're off again. Oh, Okusti! Interacto Gorge! Nagarond surely must come back at some point. We need to keep an eye on Nagarond itself, and if they do look like they're moving in on it, do the ritual on it just to get the marks of ruination. It doesn't seem to really to cost us anything to just have those marks if we know we're going to lose the province. Also, of course, you must have all now seen the Grand Cathay trailer that released, I believe, today, actually. I recorded this yesterday on the 14th, so for me it's today. It looks absolutely fantastic. Chaos Corruption or Bestial Rage? Let's corrupt them all. Get in there, hit up the gorge. Decisive victory. Loot and raise. And move on. That's not one of our herd. Our grounds, though. None of those on the western side are. We're going to set up another herdstone down at Storag Core. So ideally we want to go past Shroktak Mount. But there we are, another ram. Every battle they get more experience. It's so easy to level up your lords. I think that, to be honest, is possibly something that they should change about Warhammer. It is insanely easy to level up your lords. Oh look, Malagor leveled up even though he lost. Silly, really. Very silly. Savage Dominion summons a Cygor, same thing as before. Mantle of Gorok gives armor piercing, melee attack and base weapon damage. Doom and Darkness, leadership is down for the enemy. The Penumbral Pendulum, oh that's the actual damage dealing one, let's take that. Increases power reserves, improved power recharge, he's got all of those. He's got the things down the bottom. His aura is more effective than Taurox's would be. No, perfect. Well, keep trying to run away. If they kill you, I mean, in many ways, great. Let them kill you. It kind of works for me. Then I can get you up north and we can start a second army and really start moving through. Oh, Karondkar and the Cult of Pleasure have allied. I wonder what Nagarond are actually up to. We've taken all of their heartlands. And we have not yet seen really any army. Any retribution of any kind. Why don't you actually... Ah, here we are. Dread cost, horde recruitment, bestial rage, casualty replenishment. Let's do the bestial rage for once. Why don't you attack him and just die? I mean, I'm not overly fussed. That is the fastest way, and then I don't have to worry about moving you across the map all the time. Matthew Ainsworth was actually killed, so he won't come back. Nagaron, anything at all? No, still nothing. And Plague is now affecting their settlements. Alrighty, we can get the Temple of Cain, and then Haggrave shortly afterward. We're still a little way from the next rampage. How long until Malagor comes back? It tells you somewhere, doesn't it? 3 turns at most, I would have thought. What do you want? Peace treaty with Rakarth. Yeah, sure, you're a little bit far away from me, so I'll accept. Dealing with your brothers at home first, and then we'll turn our attention to you across the sea. Somewhere beyond the sea. Hello. Military alliance. Yeah, go on. We beastmen must stick together. Alrighty. Again, look, a pathetic army. It's just not worth it, is it? Temple of Cain. Take another one of those. Philip Jones. Master the scouting. 30 marks of ruination, and if we take Haggrave, we get 10 more, so we'll get 40. All nicely playing out. Move yourself on. Where does it tell you? 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 It tells you somewhere. Oh, when you try to set up a lord, isn't it? Malagor, 4 turns until he's ready. All right. Now we've got plenty of money. No, we won't build anything to Haggrave's on. I will fight at Haggrave, so we're probably going to besiege it for a turn, and then whatever happens, I'm going to fight a battle there. Oh, well, we're definitely going to want to fight a battle there. They've actually finally brought an army back. All right. The stakes are raised. But they've definitely got walls because it's the capital of this province. So we shall need all that we can. Oh, we've got our beastmen. Oh yeah, if we can fight with them, we get allies. I don't think I've ever fought a battle with allies. Oh, he moves so slowly. Why do you move so slowly? It makes him look really silly because of the lumbering way that he walks. Continue the siege. Yeah, there we go. We've cheesed the system. It's then taken us out of our Juggernaut raiding. We got all the benefits and none of the drawbacks. Chaos is starting to spread in these lands as well, meaning that these people dislike... Oh, and they're moving over there. Right, so we need to take Haggrave now so that we can ritual this area and they then cannot recolonize in the north, which is exactly what I feared they might try to do. We've already done the ritual in the other town, haven't we? The little grey marks on the map are ours, aren't they? Ah, challenge completed. Rewards of Ruin then. Yeah, Black Pillar's already had its ritual, which means Hargadeth can't be taken. So actually, the Great Arena is there anyone? And if that army thinks it's going to take Hargadeth, the Black Pillar, sorry, then they're gravely mistaken. Because we have a fantastic garrison. Oh, we've also got loads of dread. Can we get the last hit? 250. Oh, we're almost there. We almost can. Carbon Quiff Whiff. He's absolutely right. Alrighty. Now, it's again, an irrelevance fighting this battle, but I'm going to fight the battle because we've built some siege, and otherwise this probably would be an entire episode without even a fight in it. And you've got to do 50-50. You've got to do a little bit of both, because otherwise what's the damned point? Might as well just auto-resolve from the entire thing. Or conversely, you might as well never show the campaign and just do a string of battles. But we've got a few siege weapons, so that we can at least get up onto the walls quite nicely. If the Minotaurs could use them, maybe? Otherwise, though, the Bestigors are going to have to get up there. Oh, wow. Your tower's fallen over. What are you doing? This doesn't look like a very big city at all, does it? Normally they have huge, like, vistas in the background, and the city reaches up high into the mountains or beyond or down into the depths. This looks more like a fort, really, on the scale of Warhammer things. And even the forts in Warhammer are bigger than this. Oh well. Ah, one Minotaur unit is using that. Right, let's pull the entire army back. Am I reading that correctly? Is Taurox commanding his own tower? He is, isn't he? Right, Taurox, you take that left-hand side then. Howard, you take that right-hand side. Minotaurs go left with Taurox. Minotaurs go right. And the three monsters, you're taking the gate. Cavalry won't really have much of a purpose here, so you just try and not get shot by enemy towers. No need to take the damage from towers if there's no need to take the damage from towers. Oh, we've got you. You do damage, don't you, actually? Oh, yeah, and we got a battering ram, so we don't actually need the monsters. I mean, this is all overkill. Oh, you can do 2 at one wall. Oh, that's brilliant. All right, get in right close then, because they'll be right on the gate. So, Cygor, yep, just target what you like, and let's speed up while the siege moves into position. Oh, that tower's taking a beating. I don't think that one's going to make it, you know. They're protected by the Cygor. Oh no, just about made it. Oh no. Collapsed at the last. Get up there then. Taurox is up. Go up the siege tower. What am I thinking? Oh, they are taking a right beating. Team 1, move up. Send the Chaos Spawn as well. Not really bothered about Cygor. I don't think they're actually going to be of any use. Now he has Call of Violence. There's his Blood Beast. Just burns everyone. And he can take extra resistances and defences. But to be honest, I think Howard and Taurox are going to win this on their own. The battering ram has made it up, but you really do have to ask yourself, what's the point of battering rams? Also, what do our siege towers actually look like? They're made of wood and bone Something that the Forsworn might make from Skyrim by the looks of it. Right, as soon as that gate is down... Ah, that's what's killing them. I'm not overly bothered, to be honest. The Bestigors don't seem like they serve too much purpose now. We've won already. There's already only 37. We're going to win before the gate even falls. Oh, hello. It's a Bloodrack Medusa. She's running immediately. And it is actually over straight away. Even that was so anticlimactic. Oh dear. We are playing on very hard, if you're wondering, by the way. We're on hard battle now instead of normal, so that the enemy's melee forces can actually do something. And we're on very hard instead of legendary. I don't like legendary because I don't think legendary makes it challenging. I think legendary makes it grindy, and I think there's a very clear distinction between the two, and I don't like the grind. I don't mind a challenge, and I think very hard gives a challenge normally. But I don't think legendary gives a challenge, it just gives a grind, and I'm not down for that. 17,169. Oh. Alright. There we are. That's the most ruin we're going to get here anyway. What I will do now then is fight, to make sure that we actually do get a battle, a proper one. We'll fight our quest battle now. Melee attack up 6, armor 7, charge bonus, or we could get another one of these. Or the Apocalyptic Vision, but I'm not sure Apocalyptic Vision is really all that... I'm not sure I'm all that bothered about that. We're never going to get any, because 40 is the top, so we get one more thing. I wonder if, given that 6 melee attack for Taurox doesn't matter all that much, I think it's probably better to go for one of these. So that once our units get to that kind of level, they are then supported. But do we get... I mean, we do have more Centaurs, so speed and charge bonus and missile resistance. We don't really have any Bestigors, and we're never going to get Ungors again, so part of that one just seems useless. Right, F4 turns. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Yes, I would agree, Taurox, with your sentiments. Right, we'll end the turn once, and then we'll go over and fight that quest battle by teleporting over. Oh, we're on 2,214 with Dread. Why didn't we get any Dread from sacking that? Although we'll get Dread now, won't we? No, you cannot have a peace treaty. We get Dread every turn through the buildings that Taurox has, I think. Actually. Oh, we should have built some buildings. We should have used that turn to upgrade all of his buildings. That was silly. It's all right. Oh, hello. Malekith! Hello! What brings you back to Naggarond about 10 years too late? I'm going to still do the quest battle, I have to confess. You might as well spread corruption. Malekith's army does not look particularly strong, and Naggarond is already rocking and a-rolling. And in one turn, we'll now be a tier 5. As will the Black Pillar. Perfect. But then they only go up to 3 anyway, don't they? Yeah. And they don't have any further upgrades. So at tier 5... it gives... 15% campaign movement range. Enemies are reduced by 10%. Horde recruitment is up. Armor for all units faction-wide, +5. Oh, wow. So the more Herdstones you have, the tankier and tankier your army starts becoming. That's pretty good. Ambush success chance for things for local armies. A melee attack of +5 and fighting against Dark Elves. I assume... Oh, that's a special Herdstone. Right, of course. What does a normal Herdstone do at the top tier? Yeah, doesn't have the armor thing, doesn't have the Dark Elves thing. So that's just unique because it's been built in the Dark Elves homeland. Oh, I'm not in the required stance. 500 dread we get from that, and we give him these good weapons. And we are far, far, far further along than we were before. I think we can do it this time. Anti-infantry, armor piercing. Ah, perfect, so we can get some large against them. In fact, they've only got 2 dread spears. So they don't have a particularly anti-large army. Now, it does say we're going to win, but only just. And we need Sporkticus to help us do that. I don't think we're going to need Sporkticus to help us do that. We're going to smash him. We're going to rip him. We're going to tear him up. And then we're going to come back here and ring that victory bell. Alright, we've fought this battle once before, very early doors, because I was ballsier than perhaps I should have been. And that was too soon. Replace the word chaos with the word fun. I don't like serving the Chaos Masters. I'm happy to slaughter thousands, countless, hundreds, millions even. But just not in the name of the Dark Masters. It does sound like they've actually tried to get him to speak real words. Like that. It's not just complete nonsense, is it? It's a person reading something, but just in a funny voice. Right, this time we're not going to try and get them on that curve. I don't think that will work. And that just won't be useful. Instead, we'll try and get them out here in the open. So, we've got a Cygor. Go and get involved there, son. We've got charge cavalry. You can come onto the left-hand side. Ah, we don't have very much room over there either. We need to get the charge cavalry out and round so that it can charge at the enemy. So, Minotaurs. Howard and Taurox. We will move you to the front line then. Or, quote-unquote front line. Centaurs, come and stand behind them and just try and get all your axes thrown. The things that like doing large will get you on that flank, and take the Chaos Spawn with you so that they can get in and sort of cause carnage in amongst behind you as well. And then those Centaurs will try desperately to flank round with you, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to. Look at the Jabberslith. Lumbering, disgusting beast. Give me a horde of Imperial halberdiers over that thing any day of the week. But we fight with what we're given, and what we're given are these verminous, disgusting creatures. So we fight with them. Alright, let's set this up then. Taurox the Brass Bull. You're going to go after that Dreadlord. Howard. You're going to go into those bleak swords, you're going to go into those bleak swords, and you're going to go into those bleak swords. That should keep you all nicely together. Stephen, if you would, hit the Hargoneth Executioners. Richard, take those Executioners, and Jabberslith. Do we want you on the Witch Elves? Probably not, actually. There's Philip. I didn't move Philip, did I? It's alright, he's on a chariot. Oh, and I didn't move with the Bestigors either, of course. Get yourselves moving forward as well. Centaurs that can throw things, come up and start throwing things. Yeah, you go for that one. Centaurs and Mournfang, try and get yourselves around the side. Chaos Beast, up we go. Taurox. Boost everything that you can boost. Oh, you guys are getting massacred. Holy hell. What's killing you off? Oh, the enemy archers, of course. Philip. Give me a double burst on Vile Tide and do it now. Do it now, man. Do it now. Let's just wait and see what's going to happen with that. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely to see, isn't it? That's lovely. Right, Mournfangs. Go in and hit those shades. Centaurs, you've done what is necessary. What happened to the Witch Elves? Oh, they're thinking twice and they're on their way already. Eileen Lifequencher is running around on a horse. Oh, he's just given her a big old thud in the back. Team 2. Excellent work. Keep it up. Try and get the Centaurs to deal with the enemy archers. Oh, the enemy reinforcements are moving in. Who's that over there? Oh, yes, the Centaurs with the throwing axes, of course. Bring up the Cygor. Ah, the enemy lord died. What a terrible, terrible shame. Right, help those and get involved with those dark shards. So now we have to pivot to meet this army. So bring up the beasts. But the orcs are about to come in and help us with them. Centaurs. Team 2, keep massacring what you can. Oh, there's Mylene Life Quencher. I think the orcs. Is that the sound of the orcs? No, not yet. They're not coming yet. Team 1. Yes, the greenskins are coming now. There's the other Mournfang standing around doing sod all. Alright. They're going to try and get round us. Hey, not bloody lightly. Get in there, boys. Give me a Cygor. I cancelled out the Cygor then, didn't I? The Besticle Herd's not doing too well over there. All of you guys hit those. Right, where's Team 2 now? Not doing anything. Moving on those bleak swords. You can kill them off, that's not a problem. Cygor that came for free. The Cygor that came to team. Do that on them. I'm not bothered about the Chaos Spawn, to be honest. They're placeholders until we can get something a bit better. And... oh no, let's give me another strong Vile Tide there. Right, now the Norskins are getting involved. Mournfang, come and help that Cygor. Cygors... ah, the orcs have pretty much cleaned up that north side. Centaurs, sorry, not Cygors. Come see if you can't charge into them. Team 2, shift focus, need you down here. Taurox, need you on the front line, son. Get down here now. Team 3 doesn't really have an objective at the moment. There we are. Now you have an objective. Casting the spell, and done. Nice. There's the other Mournfang. Why are you suddenly dying? Oh. I certainly just killed them off by doing that. Right, Team 2, let's get involved. Let's do it, boys. They're all properly running. There's some Norscan Ice Wolves in here. Oh yeah, they look a bit more like ghosts rather than Ice Wolves. Which unit's been wiped out? Which unit's been wiped out? Oh, Chaos Spawn. Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, they can be wiped out. Not bothered about them. How are we doing over here? Richard and Stephen? Oh, that Giant's had enough. That War Hydra's buggering off as well. Norskins are routing. The day is going our way. Everything's really coming up trumps, isn't it? Oh, just throwing a giant stone at your boss. Try and explain that one in the Monday meeting. Yeah, sorry, Taurox, about that giant stone I threw at your head. I know you're a man who's famous for his even temperament, and you're going to absolutely deal with this with no trouble. Yes! Kill that giant, though. Go on. We are the best of the beasts. Don't let that bugger get away. Nice. Carve him up. Ooh, ha! Yes! A real battle. We only lost 214. We only deployed 500. Oh dear, we really have a very single entity heavy army. The golden sword today, by a considerable margin, was the Minotaurs. 223. Next, 193 Centaurs. 188 the Cygor. The Eye of Morsleb. Yes. The rune-tortured axes are ours. Let's give him those. Oh, he's just taken them. Perfect. Howard, can you take anything? No. Who's currently got that? Oh, Roger Manning's got that. He'll take that then. Yeah. He's using the Crown of Command. And Philip, have you got any armor? Oh, Malagor's using that, which gives him a charmed shield. Damage doesn't. Well, we might as well leave that for Malagor, I suppose. Perfect. Now, that has cost us, though. So let's hope he doesn't attack. Well done, Howard. Well done indeed, sir. Indomitable. We lost 3 units all told, actually. But what were they? Oh, one of the Mournfangs died. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's good. That saves us some money. The Centaurs seem to be doing their job rather nicely, so I'm not overly concerned about that, if I'm honest. Oh, and we lost the throwing axe Centaurs. Oh, no, that's something else that I'm actually arguably happy about. Razor Chariot Centaurs, Gorgons and Cygors, Chaos Corruption, 2 uses of Vile Entropy, or Winds of Magic is up, and at the top there, it's just all Winds of Magic. Shatterstone, we do get Shatterstone. Go down that one. What do you give me? You give me the Jabberslythe, and that is your sole purpose, your raison d'etre. Do you give me more Dread? No. You do give Income Post Battle. Oh yeah, let's get the Minotaur one up and running. Alright, and then for the 3 units that we can get... what to replace them with? We'll have 4 Cav units, I think that would be nice. We could take a Giant, I'm not really sure we'd need to, but we could. I want more Minotaurs, really. And I can get 1 more of 1 type. Let's take 1 with shields. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I can't get you till that building's built, can I? Of course not. Oh, bloody course not. Minotaurs great weapons, Minotaurs with shields, yep. So, that was foolish, and a waste of our dread. We get some Bestigors, we might as well just build what we can, but keep a little bit back, keep a little bit back, keep a little bit back. For the meantime, it can't hurt to have you, we can just disband you when we need to again. And what are unique Minotaurs? What are you? Oh, you are Minotaurs with shields. Ah, right, oh, cracking. And you've been doing very, very well. So, yeah, that's, I think, a good decision. A good choice. Right, let's see what Malekith is going to do. Although we won't see what Malekith is going to do because he's likely going to fight us. And I am going to save that for another episode. But I'm afraid to say that with now, we return to 1 Warhammer and 1 Battle for Middle-earth for a brief time. Until we've played through Battle for Middle-earth on the evil side. So, for the next probably 1 month, 2 months maybe, you'll get only 1 Warhammer video a week, I'm afraid. I'll try to then, to cover that, I'll try and keep them at about 45 to 50, maybe even an hour's length. So in essence, it is like 2 episodes in 1. But particularly with Taurox, I think longer episodes might serve quite nicely because a lot of his campaign, until we start getting more armies, these early tiers really are just auto-resolve, 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 auto-resolve. So we need to get to a point that we stop that. But we've really got Naggarond over a barrel. Unless they've managed to somehow sail off to Ulth 1, this is all they've got left. So I don't know why they weren't trying to put me down. Who knows. But anyway, for now, I hope you've enjoyed. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navarre na den Perimat Melonin, and farewell.